and a lecturer comes from nowhere telling you that at this particular time we'll be having a virtual class, yet you might be having some commitments in the house. You can find yourself putting more efforts in the house chores or any other commitment than the class. You can just join the class to please the lecturer by the number of attendees in the class. Yes. So it promotes laziness, but especially to those in universities, but in the primary and secondary level, I think there is monitorization. Yeah, the teachers or the tutors, they monitor what each and every student or pupil do. Yes.
Now, when it comes to now professional areas, or maybe to the professionals now, do you think it has eased the kind of jobs they do? Probably, maybe it has eased work for them, because there are people right now that are working from home because of technology. They don't attend offices unless they are being required to maybe do something in the office. Do you think in the professional sector now, has technology eased the way people do things, or maybe it has brought a little bit of some discomfort?
Technology has eased the professional world. Like those working in the offices, if they find an opportunity of working from home, you find that when someone is working in an office, he or she has to have some cost that he'll incur to facilitate him get into the office. We have the transportation cost, and while at office you have to eat. So you have to set aside expenses for the food, transport, and other things. And we find that these working people, they have some other obligations. They have school fees to be paid, house allowance. So by working from houses, I think the transportation cost that he or she could have incurred, him or she can save it to help do what? To help settle other bills from the house. Yes.
Now let's talk about how young people now are benefiting from the technology, or maybe from the digital world now, because in as much as technology has its own negative side, we also have the benefits, or maybe the positive, whatever it has brought that helps the young people now. And now let's talk about how does technology benefits young people.
Just as we were beginning, I said that technology has promoted a number of job opportunities, employment opportunities. We find that, for instance, in the artificial intelligence, there are those who do what? Take part in the system, because a system can't operate on its own. So those who are employed to operate the system, that's their way of earning their livings. So with their activities that they do, at the end of the day, they'll know that at this particular time or at the end of the month, I'll be earning something from it. And there is also easy communication. Yeah, easy communication. You can communicate regardless of your geographical location. Yes, it has facilitated easier communication. And on the other side, as I said, that you can do numerous things at home or at your comfort zone just with the invention of technology. We find that young people learn. And most of the people, we have congestion in the music industry. We find that people nowadays compose their songs using the AI. There are different types of AI with their different purposes. So they make good use of the AI to compose songs, which after their production will in turn leads to their employment, because when you go to a restaurant to please people with your music and songs, people will have to pay for it. And with that, you will be earning. Yes, so I think it has promoted a numerous number of opportunities to young people and young generation in Kenya.
Now, let's talk about maybe still speaking on the benefits of how it has benefited young people. Because we find that the use of technology and also the introduction of using of smartphones to the children and the kids, you find that they go to websites that probably doesn't belong to them. Probably websites like they watch pornographic videos, things that probably affect their lives or affect their mental health. What can you say about that? Because is that a benefit to the young people, or that is now a different thing? Because it has affected several young people's lives.
Okay, that's a negative impact to the young generation and the youths. And for us to avoid that, people have freedom to do whatever they want to do at a particular time. So with the watching of the pornographic videos, I think there should be an age bracket that should be set. For example, those who can access smartphones. I think the law states very well that under 18 should not be allowed to watch such movies. And whatever can be done also is banning of such movies, because they'll in turn have some repercussions on the lives of those who are watching them. Yes.
Now, apart from even going to the website, currently we have movies that now that you've mentioned the movie thing, we have movies that promote some of these things. Because you can say that probably the government introduces an age bracket of giving these children phones.
Yes.
And then apart from that, there are also movies that has these bad images, or maybe these things that affect the mental health of these young people. What do you think can be done? Are these movies should be banned or something? What do you think is the best solution for that?
I think that's a task of the MCK, the Media Council of Kenya, because it's the body that regulates all the contents that are being posted in the media, whether the videos, the photos, or reels. So when they take time to monitor the videos that are being posted online, I think that could be a better thing, because they'll see that this video will have a negative impact, hence causing psychological problems or psychological torture. So when they regulate the media content, I think young people, they'll just be focusing on what adds to their lives positively, not negatively. And by doing away with the negative things or negative concepts that are being posted online, I think this will be a good way to go. And I encourage the MCK to carry out research and do their role effectively, but mainly in the regulation of media content, because that's their key role as a body.
Now, why do you think that most of the parents are so comfortable introducing their kids to phones, or maybe to social media, or other technology early? Because you find that a kid as young as 2 years, 3 years has a smartphone and knows how to operate the phone very well, even more than the parent. What do you think most parents are so much comfortable introducing their kids to the technology world before their right age?
Okay, Cliff, nowadays life has transformed, and the generation that we are living in as of now is different from the older generations. We find that there are some children who they have got talents. Yeah, like we have the Janelle, this girl. She's young but has got talent, and she has won awards. And by this, I think this is an encouraging factor for the parent to accept his or her child to have an access to smartphone, because with all that she has been doing, I think the family is earning through it. Yeah, so a mother or a father cannot accept or allow a child at a younger age to have an access to smartphone when the smartphone will in turn comes with challenges. Nowadays, I think what encourages parents most, nowadays children, they are talented. They have so many talents, and through using of smartphones. I think they have a good platform of showcasing whatever they have to the publics, be it entertainment, comedy. That's why most of the parents allow their children to have an access to smartphone because they also earn from it. Yes.
Now, because you find that in such a case of probably Janelle, because Janelle, I don't know how to categorize. I don't know, is she a content creator or maybe a comedian or something? I still don't know. But you find that such kids, probably their parents have control, because they also have time for schoolwork. They also have time to be kids, because when it reaches that level, then probably she is a superstar. And also, apart from being a superstar, she is a kid. So she also has time to play. But you find that there are these parents that probably there's no time for that child to play. When a child wants to play, he or she is being given a phone. Do you think that is a good thing, introducing your children to phones in that early stage? Children that probably, because in the olden days we were being chased away to go and play with mud outside there, go do our own things there. But right now, it's either the kid is on TV watching cartoon, or maybe on phone doing the same thing, or probably browsing, or maybe playing games or such stuff. Do you think that is a good thing, or maybe the parents should do something about it?
As I said earlier, the current generation is quite different from the generation that our parents were living. So parents, maybe they don't value playing. And whatever they see can be of help is giving their children phone. Because in the phone we have numerous things that can be done. We have music, videos, they can watch, they can play games. And there are some other children who they are somehow creative. We have that they can start learning computer skills, the coding at early age. Because nowadays children, the millennials, or not the millennials, the Gen Alpha, they are sharp. So when they are born, they are automatically sharp. And the introduction of these skills and the technology, I think, is of great benefit, and that's why parents choose children to play with computers or phones rather than going outside to play with the mud. Yes.
All right. Thank you so much, Jessica, for the pieces of advice that you are giving to the parents, and also to the kids that are watching, and also to everybody that is watching, to our viewers in general. Thank you so much for being with us in the Scope Connect. Remember, we are talking about technology that has that has brought a little change, that has brought a very big change in the society nowadays, because we find that we are in a very digital world. Everything has to be done digitally, and though we wanted to know, is this thing has it brought a